Today we're going to learn about simple critical thinking word problems. Part 2. Let's say we have a problem to solve, like 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus 100 is equal to what? One thing we observe in this problem, or in this sequence, is that 2 is the lowest number and 100 is the highest number. Another thing we observe in this sequence is that all the numbers we're adding, like 2, 4, 6, 12, 20, and 100, are even. So that means that all the numbers we're adding are between 2 and 100 and are even. Now, the first step in solving this problem is listing down the first few numbers and the last few numbers. The first few numbers would be 2, 4, and 6, and the last few numbers would be 96, 98, and 100. The are the numbers between 6 and 96. Now, the next step in solving this problem would be making the pairs. We'll only make the first few pairs right now. So, to make the pairs, we need to pair up the first number and the last number. So our first pair would be 2 and 100. Let's write that down right here. 2 and 100. The next pair would be 4 and 98. 4 and 98. And the next pair would be 6 and 96. 6 and 96. And so on. Now, the next step in solving this equation would be finding out how many pairs there are. To find out how many pairs there are, we need to first find out how many numbers there are. So, to find out how many even numbers there are between 2 and 100, let's first start with finding out how many even numbers there are between 2 and 10. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 5 even numbers between 2 and 10. So that must mean that there are 50 even numbers. 50 even numbers between 2 and 100. Now that we know that we have 50 even numbers, we can easily figure out how many pairs there are, because we know that there are 2 numbers in each pair. So to find out how many pairs there are, we need to divide 50 by 2. This gives us 25 pairs. Now, the next step in solving this equation would be finding out the sum of each pair. So we would do plus 100 is equal to 102. 4 plus 98 is equal to 102. And 6 plus 96 is also equal to 102. So we know that each pair has a sum of 102. Now, the next step in solving this equation would be multiplying the sum of each pair, which is 102. Let's write that down right here. 102 with the numbers of pairs, which are 25 pairs. So multiplied with 25 pairs. So let's solve this multiplication problem. 5 times 102 is equal to 510, and then 20, because this is in the tens place, 20 times 102 is 2,040. Now let's add up 510 with 2,040, and we get 2,550. So we know that the answer of 2 plus 4 plus 6 dot 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 plus 12 dot 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 plus 20 dot 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 plus 100 is equal to, let's erase this question mark and put down 2,550. 2,550. Now, one thing to keep in mind about making the pairs is that you always use the first number and the last number, because it keeps the sum of each pairs, which in our case would be 102, constant. That's why 2 plus 100 is equal to 102, and 4 plus 98 is equal to 102, and 6 plus 96 is equal to 102, and all the other pairs that were made correctly in this problem would also equal 102. Today we learned about simple critical thinking word problems. Part 2. Thank you for watching this video.